What's good? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to distribute or release your music to fans on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, YouTube Music, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all of the places that is important for people to be able to have access to your music so they can check it out, they can share it, they can save it, etc., etc. Whatever they decide to do with it, they need to be able to have access to it. All right, so let me show you how to put your music on these platforms. All right, so for those of you who don't know, I typically recommend using Illustrate Music to distribute your music, and the reason why is because you can get all of the fancy features that you need in addition to everything that you essentially need to release and distribute music where it matters. All of the places are listed here on the pricing page. The website is illustratemusic.vip. I'll leave a link in the description. You can see exactly where the music gets placed, all for $14.99 a year. You literally can't beat it. And I don't know if the price is going up or not anytime soon, but you definitely want to jump in and make sure you get your account set up. What I love about it is that there are no legacy fees. You get unlimited uploads. 5 artist accounts come with it, and you only add 15 more bucks if you want to add, let's say, 5 more artists to your account. So at that point, you're only coming out of 30 bucks a year at the time of me shooting this video. But anyway, I'm going to show you a mock release in this video so that I can walk you through exactly what it looks like to distribute your music to these platforms using Illustrate.
All right, so I'm going to get logged into my account. When you log in, you do get the 2-factor passcode that you need to input, basically so your account doesn't get hacked.
This is what the dashboard looks like. I got a few releases I need to bring over. So from the dashboard, you can release or create a new release right here by clicking start, or you can go to new release here at the top. I'm sure it'll look a little bit different on a phone if you're doing it from the phone, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend that regardless of what distro you're using. I mean, if you got to, then by all means, definitely do that so that you could take care of business. But this is page 1. This is step 1. So what we want to do is come to new release unless you are transferring a release from another distributor. So if you are transferring it, you choose the original release date and you fill in these things as you would with a new release. But the purpose of this video is to show you how to properly do a new release. For the sake of this video, I'm going to reveal one of the releases that I'm scheduling this year is for a song called What You Know. Here, I'll select myself as the main artist. If your name is not selectable here already, just go to create artist. If you have more than one main artist on your account or you need to create an additional main artist, just go to create artist and that box will pop up. Then you can select it right here. You can continue, choose a release date. Based on the feel of this song, I would probably essentially release it sometime in March. iTunes pre-order date. Nowadays, iTunes pre-orders, they're cool, but you want to make sure you do it at least 3 weeks from the release date. So schedule that. I would not try to set this up if you're only a few days away from releasing. So here you will choose your primary genre, or, the genre based on what genre this song actually fits within. If you want to choose the same as the secondary genre, you can. You can also change it based on the feel of the song. You can automatically have a UPC code assigned. There's no extra fees. If you have a UPC code from a different distribution company and you're moving a release, then you should go to No, I Have My Own. Or if you've just purchased some from elsewhere, you can input that as well. Here is where you choose your label name or decide, it's an independent release. So you can choose that or choose your label name. If you haven't added your label name and you have a label, just simply go to add new label and type the name in here, go to add and select it from the drop down menu. Here you choose the year, but since I already scheduled it, that's populated already. Copyright holder, you can either put your own name or your label name, your artist name, your band name, etc. Under language, you want to choose whether or not your release is an instrumental. If it's not and it has vocals, then you want to choose the primary language that this song is in. Now, the artwork requirements. You have to make sure that you follow the DSP guidelines that are listed here. It's not Illustrate's guidelines. This is literally the standard across the board. So you want to make sure that you use the file formats of either JPEG or PNG, and that the file size is no larger than 10 megabytes, and the image dimensions need to be at least 3000 by 3000 pixels. Now, if you design your own artwork, then you got to make sure that you have those dimensions properly set up from the beginning, because sometimes when you have to stretch things or shrink them, it looks a little bit different and it may look weird. It may change the quality as well. For this particular release, I'm not certain if I'll use this design, but you can easily go over to Canva and make sure you have a decent design that fits the vibe of your song. So this is what I did on Canva, or you can also, of course, pay a good designer to design something for you. Now on Canva, you want to make sure that your dimensions are right, and you can do that by going up here. If they are not, then you can do Magic Switch and input custom dimensions for this particular file or this project and go to resize this design. And you may have to make some adjustments to make sure that everything looks exactly how it should look. And then you'll go to share, download, and download it as a PNG or a JPEG. And you make sure you choose the proper page. I'm gonna drop a link in the description if you want to get a Canva Pro account. I highly, highly recommend it. So now I do have this already downloaded to my computer. So I'll hit the upload button, go to downloads here, because that's where I saved it. And I'll go to What You Know album art. I named it that just so it can be easy to find. So boom, got that album art locked in. And because I'm not 100% sure if that's the album art that I'll use right now, I'm not going to 100% schedule this release, but I'm still going to walk you through all the steps. Now, when we get to step 4, you want to check all if you want this music to be available any and everywhere worldwide. You can also opt into future services so that if any new store pops up where people can stream music, it'll definitely show up there as well. Is this a worldwide release? That's where you choose the country availability. If it is, 9 times out of 10, it is. If not, you can choose the countries that you would like for the music to be available to. Next, you go to save and upload tracks. That doesn't mean you're done. Just waiting for the next page to load. All right, now this page is super duper important because this page handles all of the tracks that you plan to upload. So all of this that I'm about to walk you through actually works the same, whether it's a single, an album, or an EP, or, just multiple songs that belong on a compilation. These guidelines you also need to follow. Now, your file needs to be in a WAV format file, 44K, 48, 96, 192. If you give your recording engineer these file specifications, they should know exactly what you're talking about, and they should be able to provide you with the proper file. If you record yourself, then you want to make sure you export the file out of your DAW or your recording program in this format, in one of these formats, right? Just do not upload a 32-bit WAV file. If you have Adobe Atmos Mix, you can deliver that through support separately. And so you want to choose the track name for the current song or the current track that you're about to upload. So I'll choose What You Know in this instance. The version title is important just in case you would like to add on the fact that it's a different version, like acoustic version, remix, radio edit, clean version, etc., etc. If you have another main artist, say for instance, it's a collaboration between some artists on the label or something like that, you can add additional main artists. This is not where you add the feature artist. So the next box is actually where you add a feature artist. It'll populate any feature artist that you have added to your account already. If you want to add a new feature artist, just go to create feature artist. And this does not count towards your artist count on your Illustrator account that comes with 5 artists. So if you go to songwriter and credit, the track language should automatically be chosen based on the first language that you set already. But if not, just make sure you choose your native language. Or if it's no vocals, just choose instrumental. Songwriter and credits. Now this is where you'll say whether it's a cover song or not that you're distributing. If it's not, choose this is an original song and that you own all the rights to distribute it. Then you credit everybody who worked on the song. First and foremost, of course, you want to credit yourself if you're the main artist on the song. And then you credit everybody else involved. The way that makes the most sense, was fair to everyone who was involved in the creation of the song. I like to credit the designer, the producer, and if I have somebody else to mix something, then I may add them, which is rare for me. But if you mix it and you want people to know that, all of the credits that you want to be able to add are available here. And you just, you share what you want people to know once they go look at the credits on these different platforms. So you can also choose the TikTok start time. Just say, for instance, you want a specific clip to play when people listen to the song on TikTok. Well, you can specify the preview start time here, or you can let the algorithm decide. I think they do a pretty good job at choosing though, where it says automatically assign an ISRC code for this track. Now, this is also important if you are transferring a release from somewhere. You can say you already have an ISRC code for this track. For Illustrate, you put a 0 there and then you copy and paste the ISRC code that you have from the other distribution company. If you don't have one, you can automatically have one assigned to this release for free. And of course, you want to specify whether this is explicit or not. Now, what I'm about to say right now is extremely important because if you go to submit album, then one, it's not going to work because I haven't uploaded the file yet. But 2, you don't want to submit the album without saving the song to the track list or the single. You want to make sure you save the track list or save the track to the track list because you need to upload the WAV file that matches the track that you're currently working on or the song. So this window will pop up. It'll look a little different if you're not on a Mac, but you want to find the WAV file that matches the song you are uploading. Now, if you have multiple tracks that are needing to be uploaded, what you can do is continue to do each track here and save the song to the track list and then upload the WAV files that correspond to those songs. But you can preview it to make sure you uploaded the right file. As long as you have each file uploaded for the release you are planning, then you want to go to Submit Album, which will take you to the next page. Now, one of the other things that I really love about Illustrate is being able to directly choose my artist profile on Spotify and Apple Music. That way, it won't go under another artist who may have the same artist name as you. If there are a lot of you guys, then it'll be a lot of those profiles that pop up with different images, and you can just choose the one that actually corresponds to your profile where you want the music to go. If you have never created a profile, you can easily go here and just choose create new profile. Okay, and then next, after you choose your artist profile, you want to turn on YouTube Content ID as long as you have full rights to be able to do that on the music. If not, then you might run into the issue of a producer or another artist who possibly use the same music. Unfortunately, they may have claimed copyright ID on it and you'll get copyright strikes. Next, you want to make sure you agree that you own everything that you're uploading, even if you own a percentage of it or specific percentages based on the music or the lyrics. You want to make sure you acknowledge these, because if you don't and you upload this music, support will probably block the release and you'll run into problems later on down the line as well. After that, then you want to do Submit Album. I'm not going to do that in this video because I'm not officially releasing this song yet. But hopefully this video was helpful to you, and now you know exactly how to release your music through Illustrate. All right. If you want to check out Illustrate, I would recommend going to illustratemusic.vip, and you'll be able to easily sign up and distribute your music. Price point is amazing for all of the value that's included. All right, thanks for watching this video. If it was helpful to you, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos. If you want me to shoot a video based on something that you would like to learn about music business or music marketing, make sure you leave a comment below as well, and I'll make sure I get that video done for you. All right, because I want to help as much as possible. I'm also leaving a link in the description for you to join my free Facebook group. All right, peace.